Is August 6th. The Yankees split a 4-game series with the Astros. They won 2, they lost 2. That's what it means to split a 4-game series. They're 4.5 back in the wild card now. Let's talk Yanks.
Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, steam and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. We're live coming to you from the owner's suite at the warehouse in Jersey City. This episode is brought to you by SeatGeek. As always, my name's Jimmy. His name's Jake, BBD, behind the dish. Jake, how are you?
Jimmy Davis, I'm doing well. My body is not. We just had a warehouse weekend. We had our second ever floorball tournament of champions. And it was electric, crazy. The people that we had here were awesome. You know, we invited some new people and stuff, and they were like John Boy Media to the T, so that was really cool. And some really good content coming. Go baggage, boing, boing. And yeah, during all of that, while we're hosting a intense event, and we've got silly stuff, and we've got intense games, Yankees are playing Houston, and it's like, whoa. You know, coming off of Boone yelling at me, coming off the empty deadline, coming off of Rizzo's IL stint.
Empty deadline?
Coming off of
Check your Spanish.
Coming off the Herman news, although Keenan Middleton.
That's what I'm saying.
Pride of the Yankees. It was funny how it all went down because the Yankees win that game, and it's like, okay, Yankees survive a Houston game. Not to give too much away, Yankees lose the second game. And, we'll go over that a little bit in detail. And there's some factors that you've been pointing out that could have been the reasons they lost that game.
Yep.
They win a third game. They get an insurance run late, close game. Verlander, okay. That it all builds up Sunday. We've got our semifinals and championship today. Yankees are playing Houston. They go down big, and like so many Yankee fans here, and everyone like kind of puts their phone away for a minute. Whatever, screw it. They tie it up, and they're like, okay. I think Glaber's about to hit a grand slam, and, season might be kind of back on. Doesn't happen. Yankees go down again. Yankees put a ton of runners on the bases loaded. Volpe, warning track. Okay, season not back on yet. And then that last inning, one more swing. Stanton, warning track. Season not back on, and I think you phrased it this way, Jim, and I don't know if it was a throwaway sentence or if you want to go into it, but like the Yankee season fandom feels like it's on pause.
Season on pause. Someone said season over. I said season's pause.
Season's on pause.
Well, no, it's over. I mean, they're 4.5 back in the wild card,
yeah.
But the optimistic part about this is their record. But it was like 2 weeks ago when there was like when they score 3 runs, right, they're really good. They scored 3 or more runs in all 4 of these games against the Astros. Right. In Game 2, they accidentally started their losing lineup on purpose. Right. And then in Game 4, they just couldn't hit a line drive. I mean, even there were some opportunities for sac flies that they didn't. And then when there was opportunities where you couldn't hit a sac fly, they hit a deep fly ball. But a lot of offense along the way. So, like, some people could be optimistic. Nestor came back. Rodon going to get MRI testing. So imagine it's an injury that's like longer than that affects next year. That would be horrible.
Yeah, it's a hamstring, which for a pitcher, I don't know.
I'd take the under on affecting next year, but
I don't know. But I think
I'd take the under too.
I think put it in the bucket of, like we've talked about for a little bit. If pitcher gets a serious injury in spring training, it's especially a starting pitcher. It's hard to get fully back on the bus. And yeah, that was tough today. There's a lot of.
He's not. Is he going to be part of the rest of this year?
Dan Rohr. I mean, I don't know.
Should have a better idea by the next time
we talk to Coach. But yeah, I think, passing Joe's McFly in the hallways today, passing Dan Rourke, everyone kind of gave everyone the look today like, all right, Rodon, like, there's been some leash now, and I know you're trying to come back, and injury, it's not always easy, I get it. And he does leave this one with an injury after getting hit around a little bit that, I don't know, it's hard to feel committed to the Yankees until they win us back, right? Like, I think I've made the relationship comparison a couple times, but, like, I don't know. It feels like we're in kind of a tough relationship right now, and if I'm going to bring you back to my family, like, you need to show me you're going to score runs late. Like, you need to show me that you, like, care about each other. You need to show me that we're going to win some ball games and compete, and I don't know, like,
well, this game...
Two for 4 split with Houston almost felt like a win for a little bit, and then I had to, like, check back in and be like...
No, it's not a win because they got worse in the division, but it's not terrible. But also, if they win today's game, then we're excited about it, and they make the first comeback, and then they throw Wandy against all the righties.
They leave him in longer than usual.
But they leave Wandy in, and that hurts them because other guys are down because they got to save them...
For what?
And keep them healthy for what?
What was the...
If you're not trying to win right now, they said Canely was available in extras.
Canely was available in extras, which we, a couple series ago, we did this because I was saying how they took my king out of a game early, and I was like, that could have burnt them, and we did a little back and forth that it's like, well, you don't play for extras, so, I mean, you can kind of put this in that category, right?
Don't play for extras.
Right. Right.
What does that even mean? He's available, only in extra innings?
Yeah.
So
Available
tied
in
in
an emergency.
Yeah, and I think the quote also said finish line, and it's like, okay, so we got to the finish line of this game, but we lost, so is that...
Yeah, because Rodon went down early, so...
What finish line are we getting to?
Didn't get out of the third, I have that right.
Okay.
There are, it's too little too late in a lot of areas, in my opinion, but there are good things happening.
Right, there's ways to chop up DJ's number that he's looked better, and there's a couple swings this season that, DJ's ball to deep left center, like that looked nice. He also fought off hits, which were good. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I will tell the people, big weekend at the warehouse, and Yankees still winning me back. Last episode without burns for me. I will go into them forthcoming, even if they're sad. I'll make them sad burns. Kind of like, when artists have different stages of their career.
Yeah.
It can be like my emo album. I'll be like, oh, yeah, Jake. Oh, you like Jake's 23 stuff, huh? Like that kind of got dark.
The back
half
got 23.
dark.
What do you think your best year of burns were?
Maybe 21. I'm trying to picture maybe fresh in the new office, trying to live up to it, bringing the heat. I don't know.
I think it's
21. We were still in the Bronx.
I think it's 2019.
20. Yeah,
19.
Gio's big first year.
Yeah,
all the
that was
replacement
exciting.
guys.
Was that all?
A lot of guys cycling in and out. A lot of prime opportunities.
Maben. Call me Maben.
Yeah. Remember. So no burns.
No.
But for people that weren't able to watch it, we can go through the games just a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the first game, they win a really close one. King comes in for Clay comes in for the save at the end. I believe it was 2 on, but he does shut it down.
Yeah, and there was that chopper right before that you're like, oh my God. Chopper bounces in front of Clay, doesn't throw it to first, thank God. And then as Altuve coming up, and you're like, I've seen this script. So, yeah, I mean, things felt pretty nice that game. Surviving.
The Judge walk to Stanton homer was nice in the first inning. Then McKinney doubles it up, back-to-back homers. Then this guy Myers gets a ground out, which his name's going to come up later on. Yes. And then after him, Maldonado has a single, and his name's going to come up a little later on. Those guys, okay. I wonder what those two's numbers are in the series. So I believe they had 7 RBIs apiece game 4.
And Myers was hitting 8th, Maldonado hitting 9th.
Yes. Clark Schmidt, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and then they go to their 4 horsemen. They bring Wandy in first, then King, then Canely the 8th, Holmes the 9th. They close out a tight one. Wandy gets the blown save because he gave up a home run to Kyle Tucker, but then Volpe with a single. That was nice. Bader walks, steals, and then scores on the single. It's like, oh, baseball, we're doing it.
Yeah, no, I'm Tony V with that hit was good, and yeah, the McKinney homer. Stan had a good reaction to that. I don't know, man. You're getting nervous late because you're just like, we're almost waiting for the final. Yankee fans are waiting for the final death, and it was like we survived another day.
Slow bleed.
We survived another day.
If they won this and won the series, my hope was gonna jump a notch.
Yeah. And I feel like we've said that a few times now, and it's tough.
But it is getting later and later. Like, stepping stones mean shit right now. Anyway, Canely comes in the 8th. He's got Tucker, Bregman, Jordan. What a little lineup he's got to go through.
Yeah.
Oh, in the second game is when things got interesting. They decided to start Luis Severino.
Right.
And they knew that they were going to DFA or send down Nick Ramirez after the game before Nestor. So they knew that they had 30 to 40 pitches out of him that they could get. So they were like, well, those guys, let's sit Judge today. A little bit of a punt game in that manner and a little bit of a punt result in that manner as Sevy gives up a 3-run homer in the first. And then in the second, gives up another home run on walk, single, hit by pitch.
Yeah.
And still on the table, Jordan eventually knocks him out in the 5th inning. So his line is 4 innings pitched, 5 earned runs. Sevy's might start another game, Jake.
I think he's going to. I take a little win over some of our social team because Boone originally had the quote that was like, yeah, we're going to, everything's on the table for Sevy. And that's why they use those quotes, because this was a situation I think they didn't want Sevy to start this game, but they don't believe in the young guys that, Burrito's on the roster. Well, now that they sent down Ramirez, Vasquez will now be on because Rodon's hurt.
Oh, has he come on for Rodon? They could bring up Nick Ramirez right back.
Nick Ramirez can come back.
And Burrito goes to the rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Slotted, yeah.
It's going to be interesting, the Severino thing. He's become a punching bag, and it's got to be tough for him. It's tough for his family.
Bare minimum, they have to at least, opener for him next time. You can't do a straight-up start.
It was an unserious move to start him this time.
And Boone said after this game, everything's on the table for the next one. So.
And he said that with us too. He also said
that with us
we got
too.
some stuff coming this weekend. Maybe he was talking about the Herman stuff, or he was talking about
just Nestor coming back.
Nestor, because he was like, we got some stuff coming back this weekend. Nestor, so yeah, I guess Nestor. Speaking of, Nestor looked great.
Yeah, Nestor did look great, Jim. We like that.
They went Nestor Hamilton for 2. Good for him.
Yeah.
Then Canely, King, Clahams.
What was that?
For the win there. And they eked some across. Insurance run at the end by Glaber. Bauers popped Verlander. That was nice. What was the first run? Volpe, sac fly?
Yeah, put this game in a winning 23 Yankees bucket. 3-1.
Clean, close win against a good pitcher. This is this win.
Pitching only gave up 2 hits.
Yeah, this win was great.
Pitching only gave up 2 hits. Nestor gave up the solo shot to Altuve, and then King gave up a hit. But yeah, they were nasty. Bauers hit such a pretty lefty Yankee Stadium home run, and then Glaber with the insurance run. That, I don't know. It did. To be fairness, there's not a lot of hype in our voices right now, and there would have been if they won this final game that they left their most runners on base since 2015. So I really like the on pause phrase. I want to come back and watch the rest of this movie, but if life gets in the way, and the movie doesn't give me a reason to come back, I don't know, man.
Oh, my goodness.
They survived Verlander.
What are they doing
Okay.
to K and A-Rod?
Oh, boy.
No way. This guest list for the KayRod cast? Let them watch baseball in peace, ESPN. Brad Paisley. Kay and A-Rod signed up to chat about baseball on Sunday nights. And now they got to interview Brad Paisley, then Monet Davis, then David Wells, fun, Tony Gwynn Jr., then ends with Joel Sherman. What's happening?
They're ending with Joel Sherman?
Yes.
The closer.
That's kind of electric.
He's closing.
Joel's
That one
coming
I
in
get.
hot.
That one I
Wells in the
get.
middle. So if he gets off the rails, they can just scratch and bring in Tony Gwynn Jr.
Whoa, here's Tony Gwynn Jr. Hey, we had technical difficulties with David Wells, but here's Tony Gwynn Jr.
That's crazy. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought before I saw that tweet.
I don't know. We were kind of transitioning from Game 3 to Game 4. Jake Myers.
Rodon gives up a 3-run homer to Myers, and Wandy gives him up. I mean, the story of this game is Wandy. Oh, I was going to read the Bader quote.
Oh.
That's what I was going to read from, and then I saw the K tweet underneath the Bader tweet, and Harrison Bader said that this game, battling back, was actually a really big momentum boost for us moving forward. Bader also said there's zero concern with where they are in the standings. Quote, if we keep playing this brand of baseball, it's going to be just fine, end quote. What happens? They just keep saying that until they're mathematically eliminated, and then they just don't do media for the whole offseason and say we're on to next year? There's just no chance you're zero concerned. And it's not hard to be like, yeah, we got a lot of ground to make up. It's starting to look concerning. We got to get after it. That's not a bad thing to say.
You should be a little concerned.
They can even say, like, we think we're playing a decent brand of baseball. They're wrong, but they can say that and the concern can be that you don't know why it's not translating to more wins.
To be fair to us, and, I know there's people in that locker room that expect more of me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially you.
I've noted Stanton has given some performances. DJ has given some performances.
Definitely.
Aaron Judge is back in a way that, yes, there are some things you could grasp onto. Rizzo being out of the lineup is unfortunately fantastic because he was the worst player in baseball for 2 months because you didn't acknowledge he got a concussion when all of us saw it happen. So, yes, there are more hopeful things on the table, but you need to win a lot. Toronto just swept Boston.
Like, what do they say if they just won game 4 and they won 3 out of 4? They're like,
told ya.
We're leading the division? And you're like, no, you're not.
We're
You're like,
back.
no, we're in first. They got 6 games against the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays are 4.5 ahead of them. So they could, get the double series sweep there and pass the Blue Jays. Only problem, Blue Jays aren't even in the wild card.
They're not?
Oh, they are.
Blue Jays are the last team in the wild card, right?
They're the last team.
That's why the Yankees lost ground.
Yes,
because
they're the last team.
They killed the Red Sox this weekend.
Astros and Rays are second. So they're 4.5 back. The Blue Jays 3 behind the Mariners, and the Mariners and the Yankees don't play anymore, so they can't do that any fighting in that battle.
Right.
The Red Sox are not there anymore. Cora said that the team took a step back the other day because Verdugo didn't show up.
Imagine.
Said it was his worst day.
Worst day as a
As
manager. Verdugo was unavailable because he wasn't available for the team, and the team took a step back because everybody has to be available.
The Yankees had a guy get kicked off the team this week for getting crazy drunk in the locker room.
Yeah. They put him in the sauna to sweat it out.
The Yankees are a half
Medically not
game
a good
ahead
thing
of
to
the
do is
same
be drunk in a
Boston Red
sauna.
Sox
Yeah,
team.
sauna.
Yeah, highly advised to not lock your
And
drunk friend in the
Bader
sauna.
just came up and said, like, we're good.
Yeah.
We play this. They lost today.
They lost today. Yeah.
We play this brand. What? Can you read me the quote? Do you have it?
Let me see. Yeah. If we keep playing this brand of baseball, it's going to be just
You
fine.
lost today.
They lost, yeah. But it's going to be just fine.
If we keep playing this brand of baseball, you lost today.
Yeah. You seem to be not on the same page as him. That's good. Let's dig deeper.
I'm on pause. I got some stuff coming up. I got my fantasy football draft weekend. That's exciting.
That's
Where are you going?
Play some golf. Phoenix. It's going to be 105.
That's
And I'm more excited for
It's
that.
a try
Who
heat.
chose
I'm
that?
more. The winner picks the league.
Why did he choose
It
that?
was Michael.
Try heat.
It had kind of been a joke in the chat for years, so he went for it. So I kind of respect that. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna sweat.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
They're gonna do other
He
stuff.
won
too,
the
right?
league.
He won the league.
That would be like
Yeah.
a
Punishment.
losing thing.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna get out golf early, and I hear there's not a lot of people on the course because it's so hot. So that'll be done. And then I'm gonna
this
go to
bar's,
a diamond.
This
You guys
bar
can,
is
like, whip
awesome. No
around.
one goes
No one goes there anymore. Yogi. I'm gonna go to a Diamondbacks game. So like I got a friend's bachelor party. Like I got stuff coming up that I don't. What's the gif? Sound of Music where she's dancing in the field. Like if the Yankees cut me loose, I'm good with that.
16, going on
You
17.
love-
I know I'm naive.
You love a good female coming of age.
Going on 17. I still want to fuck you. That's what the guy says. They're running around a gazebo, chasing each other. The Nazis are literally chasing them, and they're
I
like,
just hate when you do
"Summer
that.
love."
I
Have you
know
seen how
that
Jake's doing the mic? That's awesome.
you can play the guy in Fiddler in the Roof better than me. And that makes me mad right now. If we both went in for a casting, you would get the part. And that drives me nuts.
What? Why? Because I can sing better?
Well, you got a nice beard too, and
Okay.
like you could play. I think you could just play the part better than me. It is I.
You are 16, going on 17. Fellas will fall in line. Creepy! Creepy!
I do have good news. I have a. Can you hit the passing button, BBD?
Song!
Text from my mom. Met some fans, and she sent me a picture of two people that she met at a brewery. I don't know them.
Nice. You met someone.
I said, "Who are these people?" Nice. She said, "Dude was talking about Talkin Yanks next to us at a brewery." I said, "Nice, Mom. Don't take pictures of people, though."
She's
That's
not
just
in
a
the
picture
picture.
of him.
She's not in the picture.
She's not in the picture. She took a
She
picture
didn't, like,
of this,
get a picture
of this
taken
nice
with
couple.
him.
Now they're on Talkin Yanks, so nice to meet you guys.
Well, hold on. I got
Did
a
I get a name?
picture.
Robert.
I got a picture yesterday from.
Robert.
Shout out Robert.
Oh shit. There's a picture of you. I got it yesterday.
You got a picture of me yesterday?
Yeah,
I had a tough outfit on yesterday.
on Instagram. And
Say more things about it.
It said, "Just saw Jake and JC." There's a picture of you and him and JC. Yeah. Ran into Jake and JC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
He's an accountant. He
That's
said
why
if
he likes us
we're
so much.
hiring more accountants, he's interested. Oh, well, unless his employer's listening, then he's not. He's happy.
Content.
Should we do the second half of the show?
Yeah, let's do it.
Rodon says he feels normal, and coming out of the game was a precautionary thing. So
Good.
Oh, quite good. Quite good.
Very good. Quite good, because I could pitch through
Oh.
it. I'll pitch through it next time.
If you feel good, then you're bad.
Jake.
right now,
If they continue to play how they just played, no worries at all.
Dude, they didn't even... They left a ton of runners on base today, but they got walked. How many times?
I think 10. Good eye. Angel Hernandez.
G-O-O-D-E-Y-E. Good eye, good eye.
Angel Hernandez was awesome.
That
was great.
What
Looks
an
like
experience.
12 walks today by the Yankees.
It's honestly funhouse mirror baseball. He's so bad.
12 walks.
For
Guys, there's a lot of bad umpires out there,
Yeah.
right? That are like, actually, I take that back. There's a lot of umpires out there that make bad calls from time to time.
right.
No, but perfect
And
games
that's-
don't happen.
And, and that's very normal. Then there's Angel Hernandez, like even Joe West at 89 years old, whatever he was, still could ump a good game and have a bad call here and there. Angel Hernandez is a funhouse mirror umpire, and everybody knows it. We've talked to players and been like, "Yeah, what's it like?" And they're like, "Dude, he's like, you're in for one."
He's one of the
You know
biggest.
when it's an Angel day.
He's one of the biggest stars of baseball.
He has more effect on a baseball game than Shohei Ohtani in an Angels game. Like, who has the more control over the outcome? Who has the most like variance?
Angel Hernandez.
Angel Hernandez for sure,
Easily.
because there's no consistency. I mean, what was that strike 3 to Glaber that he said ball? It's like, thanks, Angel, but I don't know if that
Neris
was
threw a mistake.
it's a splitter
There's a
hanging.
hanging splitter down the middle. Pitch was taken. Good eye. Should have been the easiest strike 3. And I think the best part about that is, no, it's fun. At that point of the game, nobody fought. Like if you're the Houston dugout,
at
you're
that
just
point in
like-
the game, you either fully snap on Angel like Schwarber did that one
I
time.
think if you make it that far, it's already gone.
yeah.
Like you kind of need
Gotta
that to
send your
happen in the
message
first 5 or
early.
6. Like they hit that point and everyone, like Neris, Maldonado, and Dusty were all like, okay.
Yeah. Is it your turn to do Pride?
Your turn. Is there any housekeeping stuff? we have to do?
Yeah.
Herman got drunk and was belligerent, and they locked him in a sauna again.
Mocked Ron Marinaccio.
Not advised. I think he mocked Marinaccio when he was sober the day before, and the team was like, "Hey, man,
Let's lump that in.
And maybe not mocked him, but more so, Ron Marinaccio got told he was sent down, and he was playing music and dancing while that was happening. So I don't know if it was direct mocking. That was the report, I believe. Lindsay
Would stink if that
Adler
part was
had that.
completely innocent. Herman just heard a good beat and was
Yes.
jiving.
Yeah, Adler
Like,
had
that's
that
not part of it.
She had a lot of good details in her article. Go read that. And then they locked him in the sauna to sweat it out. Not good.
Like any good friend does.
And then they put him in the nap room.
You're drunk. Let's lock you in the steam room.
It's not smart.
Like, medically speaking, bad to be drunk and go in a sauna.
Yes.
Every sauna says, do not come in here if you've been drinking.
Yeah.
That's one of those like 5 rules. It's like, don't bring your dog in here. Don't be drunk. Don't be wearing too many hats.
Want to know what's crazy?
Please don't poop.
What's crazy?
When
Don't
I
fuck
when
in the
I
sauna.
when I picture this in my head, and it's a serious instance. And
It is a serious
yeah.
incident. Terry
When I
Francona.
picture it in my head,
A serious thing. We shouldn't make jokes about
I have
this.
Wandy in the sauna. Because I think Wandy's always in the sauna.
Right.
Wandy's in
He
the
gives
sauna.
off sauna energy.
And then they lock him in there, and Wandy's just like, he books it.
It is a serious topic, and I had a joke that was pretty funny, but you can't make it. So,
No, we'll hear it after.
so
Did Rizzo on the IL happen during this series?
Oh my God! Well, no, this is serious because I think the
Mingo,
Yankees
you
are going
getting
to get
drunk sauna'd right now?
I think the Yankees are going to get fucked here.
Are
If
they?
anyone
There's
wants,
a follow-up
if anyone wants to
Rizzo
look into
article.
this, man, with the Clint stuff and now the Rizzo stuff, the concussion protocol. I mean, Tim Anderson, they're saying he's not concussed. Like, dude, we saw you be concussed.
Yeah.
Just because they're not common in the sport of baseball doesn't mean baseball fans don't watch other sports
Right.
where they are common. And Rizzo, we saw you take the drunk stumbles. And Tim Anderson, concussed stumbles.
Yeah.
Tim Anderson, we saw you take the concussed stumbles, like, kind of telltale most of the time.
It's a
And-
big.
And
If you do that in an NFL field, you're taken out.
yeah, and Rizzo was quoted in an article, and I think his quote was, "It was missed, but nobody missed it." And it's like, I don't
it's
know,
not.
man, because everybody
Feels
in the
conflicting.
media and was asking you guys,
Yeah.
and you just kept saying we feel fine, and then it was like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like scary and sad.
In
Right.
in Kirshner's article today about it, he had quotes about like anytime anyone would bring it up, he'd get mad at them, and the Yankees didn't like bringing it up either. And I don't know. It's just bad.
It's health. It's a concussion.
Bad.
It's health.
I think Rizzo
Person's
feels
health.
bad if the Yankees are getting all the blame, because probably a part of him knows he should have asked some questions.
They
at
should.
some point.
Players never want to come out.
Yeah, I don't blame him for not doing anything about it. Like, players never.
Doctor said his reaction time was slow.
Yeah.
Rizzo said that makes sense because I've been walking back to the dugout thinking, "What the hell's going on?"
There was one quote.
How'd I miss
again,
that?
not funny topic.
No.
But I think there was one quote. From
What do you think
someone-
about Jose's left hook, right hook?
I don't. Not a funny thing.
Not a fun. Not it's not funny, but
But
that's Terry Francona's post game presser after the Jose Ramirez Tim Anderson fight. We've referenced it twice now. If you don't know, Tito very much laughing, saying it's not funny.
I think there was one quote. I don't know if it was from a doctor. I don't know if Joe's made it up, but Joe's has been referencing a lot that I think there was part of Rizzo's reaction time that was comparable to a 75-year-old.
What?
He
call
mentioned.
Joe's.
I don't know if that's an exact quote. I know he talked about waking up a lot of days feeling hungover, even though he hadn't had anything to drink, and that when they did reaction time type tests, it was way below a normal person.
75?
Joe's, we're doing Talkin Yanks live. How are you?
Am I? Well, all right.
I wanted to ask you, I just quoted it, and then I just realized I have no idea if this was a Joe's joke or if you read it, but you made it sound like you read it. Was there a quote on Rizzo's concussion reaction time that it was comparable to a 75-year-old, or did you make that up?
I did read that somewhere where it was something along the lines of like that he felt that he had the that he did not have the normal reaction time of like a normal person or something like that. Something I forgot what the exact wording.
So you read something, but that's not right.
I have
feels like
75 is not quoted in this article I'm reading, but his reaction time, he said, was moving a lot slower than that of a normal person's reaction time. And that's definitely alarming.
Any other thoughts before I hang up on you abruptly mid-sentence?
Yes. I think, okay, let me give you my spiel on the Yankees, all right? I think I got it.
No way. I
Sometimes we laugh being
I searched on Twitter Rizzo and 75, and nothing came up.
Okay.
Like no one's saying that. So his reaction time was slow.
Yep. Much slower than the normal person.
Is this guy named Lance that's like 75 that plays pickleball at the Lavalette pickleball courts, and his reaction time is unbelievable.
Yeah, so hey.
He dominates.
My awards?
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
You go first. Pride of the Yankees.
I think there's kind of a guy that's a pride, like statistically he's a big pride, but I want to give him an award.
Okay.
So you'll probably just take it after. I'm gonna go with Big Key, Keenan Middleton. Keenan Middleton comes into today's game 2-inning shutout, and he made was that his debut?
No, he pitched in game 2.
I was in game 2. That was his debut.
Game 2 was his debut 1-inning pitch.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
He pitched 1 inning clean there.
Yeah.
So Keenan Middleton, normal Yankee team, normal deadline ad.
Pride of the Yankees comes from the 2 losing games.
We'd be hyping this. Well, now he's in the circle of trust.
Wrong.
And yeah, they just need to update his picture on the. Hopefully, those were just Amazon graphics. Hopefully, his Yes pictures are better than that, but they probably just share
I don't think
pictures.
that's
I think that's what Yes is.
You don't think that's him in the picture?
I think he would say, guys, that's not me.
I
mean,
do
like-
think that picture is like a beard that they took away.
Like we landed on.
Yeah, I think they.
I think that's actual.
We all had.
I think that picture is heavily doctored in some way.
We all had a moment of where we were like, damn, it's kind of tough for Keenan
That's a
Middleton
bad
that
picture.
that graphic that I mentioned, Hoodie Glaber was like, we're going to look back
Yeah.
in this and laugh. Hey, he might come over and be like a good middle reliever. So go big key, go.
For the end of the year. Scott Efros season next year.
I hope he gets
Trevino.
a good contract.
Big
somewhere.
trades.
Like if he pitches well, that'll get him a better contract.
Efros, Trevino, Montas.
Efros they at least have moving forward. Trevino they will not.
My pride of the Yankees is going to be, and maybe I'll leave the guy that you want an award that's got, like, I don't know, man.
It's tough. It's really tough.
It's Gleyber Torres, and
Son of a Von Druk.
I can't not give it to him. He had 8 hits
He
in the 4
should've
games
gotten
at
pride of the
571
Yankees.
batting average, at 666 on base percentage. It's the insurance run, 2 home runs, 4 walks. He's like his own guy right now.
Yeah.
He's playing for like trade value or to get off the Yankees because they're like,
Right.
he doesn't want to be locked in the sauna.
Jimmy.
Nothing I said, maybe they don't go together, but nothing I said is wrong. Gleyber doesn't want to be locked in the sauna. No one does.
Right. He deserved the pride of the Yankees.
Yeah, he did.
I honestly just wanted to reference, again, from Joe's McFly today, that he was like, Gleyber Torres is one of the few people on a baseball field that can have a good game and a bad game at the same time.
Because he plays both sides of the game.
Well, all three, like defense, offense, it rarely feels like Gleyber has wow, he made 2 stunners at second and he had 3 hits. Like even, this is way too far, sad boy, because Gleyber wasn't the problem today, but you know, at one point he was 3 for 4 and the one he got out on was the bases loaded.
No way.
Yeah.
That's rude. What you just did.
That was rude. No, Gleyber was
And
awesome.
I don't think he's had like a.
And people have been
He hasn't
down-
had a brain fart in a long time.
No, and people have been down my throat about Gleyber because
Ew.
I was doing not bad. I was doing the trade him if you get value for him because we've had too much infielders for a while and this season doesn't seem like it's it. And they were like, dude, look, Gleyber's doing good, and it's like, well, yeah,
Duh.
I
You
agree.
trade people that are doing well.
I agree, but this Yankees team also most likely will not make the playoffs.
From where he's
the odds
at
are-
a week
the odds
ago,
are
the
against that.
value just decreases the rest of the way that they have him. So
If you listen to Talkin' Yanks, and if you just have blinders on,
If they just heard that sentence, they listen.
if that sentence shocked you,
Unless they clipped it.
the New York Yankees most likely are not making the playoffs this year.
Do you think that's shocking fans? Because that's like a shock to Boone and co.
I guess that's
think-
where I don't know. I guess I haven't talked to too many fans, but I have talked to the manager of the Yankee, and I've seen the center fielder of the Yankees quotes, and they're shocked by that.
It's not even the conversation. That's bizarre. Who's next award?
Ooh.
You Yankee motherfucker.
My Yankee MFer, is that the question?
Yep.
There's options, huh? Yeah. My voice cracked there. My Yankee MFer will be. I'll go Rodon.
Yeah.
And asterisk pre-injury if it's an injury, although he came out and said it's not an injury. His final stat line is 2.2 innings, 5 earned runs. That's accurate because that's a very poor start.
I agree.
No jibs or jabs about it, really.
Nope. Bummer. I still believe in 2025 Carlos Rodon.
What about 24?
Oh. See, I've skipped ahead that I double skipped.
You skipped
Because I'm over 2023.
we've been talking about 24 so much.
I believe in 2024 Rodon still excited for him if he's healthy out the chute, has a full spring training.
Yeah.
He gets his bearings. 2023 Rodon feels like injury and training wheels. And no one's going to bet on a kid still using training wheels. You'd be insane. Or you'd be part of the hustle. And that lifestyle will catch up to you.
Don't have to tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see the new White Men Can't Jump?
I did not.
Nice.
Who's the
Jack Harlow.
Right. I mess up him and Young Gravy.
Yeah, because they're both white with curly hair.
Jimmy.
Young Gravy's got less flirt, more comedy to his talk.
I like Giancarlo more.
I like Jack Harlow more. Just because he did one song
But
with Drake, you're such a Drake.
I like his music more. I like what Young Gravy's going for more. To call yourself Young Gravy
You wish you
and
could
dress
be
how
Young
he
Gravy.
does. He threw out the first pitch of the Cubs game the other day. How deep am I on Young Gravy?
You wish you could be Young Gravy. You were
Who's your
like,
MFer? Oh, I'd be Jack Harlow a million times.
Old Gravy is disgusting.
That's Joe's. His butt. Oh, Big Joe's. Who's your Yankee MFer? See if you can find one.
Can I do a rude one?
Maybe.
A lot of times that's how it goes. Nature of the award.
It's very rude. Judge.
Oh, okay.
0 hits, and like totally ruined my algorithm. Which I knew. I've been saying this whole time. He's not going to be right out the gate. Like he's going to have an adjustment, and his stance looks a little odd. I want to see side by sides. I think the internet's on it right now. I saw a lot of tweets like something seems slightly off, like less bent, more bent. The toes are involved.
Yankees will pick up on it mid-September.
Judge's teacher man, not 98. He's all over it. He's active
You like the 9-8 part of that a lot.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So yeah, no hits, and I wanted him to get hits in the big moments. He didn't
Okay.
get him. Tough.
Okay.
Understandable.
Okay, man.
Okay, man.
What was that? Little Scarface at the end there?
You did it.
I did. Your turn.
Your turn.
Shut up. My turn.
We're doing
It's your turn.
awards?
Regular award. Is that oscillating fan hitting you?
Sometimes.
I'm in between 2 oscillating fans, and I
that
don't.
one's not Owen.
That one's not oscillating right now.
Oh, are you guys both in fan wave?
No.
I'm getting
I thought
I'm
this
getting
one
an
was gonna get me.
oscillation 1/3 of the ocelot.
But it's breathing on you.
But I get it.
The papers behind your head are fluttering.
You want the OC?
It just feels like I could be in one of the jet streams of these fans. And I'm in 0. I'm just in a swamp.
You and I should have at least one fan on us, and we have
Yeah.
0. And Jake has 1/3 of one.
That fan could very easily be center table oscillating on both of us.
I don't think it's got the reach to get both of us.
Oh my God. Remember the Bronx office when it would do that? You were either freezing when the fan was on you or sweating.
These are probably them, right?
No, that was like an AC.
No, it was like
unit.
our.
No,
our
it was a
AC
fan in
unit.
front of it. No, the AC.
We
unit
did
was-
have a fan in there too.
Let's see. BBD switched it a little bit, but I don't know if it's getting.
I don't think it's getting you.
No, I
Just
got the
short.
tables on the
Just
center
short.
of the table.
It's getting me more.
Does it feel good?
Oh yeah,
So you should have some
I'm
more
like 75% ocelot.
I feel like I'm in a sauna.
Okay, see that might be a tough ocelot for me, but I think you're gonna get it.
That should get you.
What's an ocelot? An animal?
Ocelots are animals.
That got me.
I think
very
you'd like them.
gently, like very.
Did
like,
is it getting you?
that was like
getting me
a
still.
baby's breath of wind. That
I think the
got
thing
me.
just likes me.
All right, regular awards.
I'm giving out the that's why you date her award.
Oh, that's why you date her award. Bauers.
Yeah. I teased you enough. I said it with his homer.
What are you doing?
It was a pretty Yankee Stadium home run. Whether you go back to Tino, whether you go back to any lefties that hit home runs at Yankee Stadium. Boy, Bauers ran into it. It was majestic. Second deck, I believe. And it just
Second
looks so
deck.
pretty. You got to be careful when you're
Remember
saying
John
second
Sterling?
deck.
That's still the way he says it.
Who hit that home run?
And yeah, just
Um,
casual reminder if it was a good Yankee season and Jake Bauers was
That main one is a Talkman homer.
that's
The one
right.
that's real bad.
If he was our
Suck
6-hole
him back.
hitter all year, we'd really love Jake Bauers, and we like Jake Bauers. He's Jake, but man, that was one of the prettier home runs I've seen this season. I might put that in my prettiest home run.
I'm up, board that in my pretty ba. All right, good for Bauers. He's really good. He's getting to play first now.
Yeah.
And he's made a nice play ranging to his right. So that was nice.
Oh, that's the other part of the housekeeping. It was Oswaldo who came up for Rizzo, not Peraza, which
Obviously.
some people are hot about.
If someone gets hurt, Oswaldo comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is weird. Why didn't they call Peraza back
I
up?
think the answer is because they're going to just have Bauers play a lot of first, so putting just DJ there and Peraza at third doesn't make sense and chance to be useful.
Swung on and into the end deep right. That ball
Zwalda gives them more flex. Didn't see in this series.
Second deck. It's a 3-run home run.
Sucking dick. It's a 3-run home run. All right.
Your first award.
My first award goes to South Carolina, Dakota, Japan.
Carolina, Dakota, Japan. That is going to Big G. Giancarlo, non si puelo.
No. The South Carolina, Dakota, Japan award goes to Sean Casey, David John.
Who's it going to? Because if it's not a Yankees player, you do have to give a little bit of warning. That's in the bylaws.
David John.
Okay, but you said Sean Casey's name very clearly, very first.
Because Sean Casey and
got him
David
this
John
award.
are working together on things.
Okay.
DJ's numbers since the break, since
Yeah.
Casey's been in his ear. You're a good hitter, DJ. DJ, you're a really good hitter, DJ. 306 average, 411 on base, 419 slug, 830 OPS. That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. 136 weighted runs created plus. 391 BABIP. Like, DJ's looked good. God. DJ's like God. He pulled the ball.
Yeah.
It was nasty. It was like, bam.
Looked
I'm
like
DJ.
DJ.
Yeah, and then he went the other way on some, had some decent at-bats. And maybe if that's the Sean Casey story, that's a Sean Casey story.
Okay. Save DJ for the next 3 years we have him.
Yeah.
I think it's 3 after this one, yeah.
Because, yeah, he hasn't looked great. But he has looked better recently.
Yes.
Since the break.
It would be pretty nice if we're doing PPPs next Feb and we're like, wow, DJ LeMahieu had a great second half.
Yeah.
Do that in the first half of this year, Deej.
Yeah, use it.
He had a great first
Let me
half.
see that thing between your legs.
Gatorade sucks. Water's better. No, water sucks. Gatorade's better.
Water sucks.
Use it on the
really
field.
sucks.
Your award.
Oh.
Your last award.
My final award. Ooh, okay. Okay, yep. My final award is going to be the Baker Mayfield Award. Your guy.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker
Mayfield. That goes to never scared, not worried Harrison Bader.
Wrong.
2 for 2. Mark it down in the ledger.
Wrong. It's going to Anthony Volpe.
Oh, I was going to give him the I'm Just a Kid award.
Well, I had some stuff I had to clean up on Volpe. He is playing a solid shortstop. He made a couple medium plays look easy this series. Even the final play to Altuve. There's another one in the hole. 1 or 2 up the middle. I was mad. There was that inning that fell apart for the Yankees. Volpe, chopper, and he couldn't make the throw to first base. He rushed it, so it kind of pulled Rizzo off the bag a little bit. And I commented on his arm strength, which he is. I think he's 32nd in shortstop arm strength. That being said, there are very good shortstops. Dansby Swanson, I think, is maybe the best defensive shortstop in baseball, and he lives in that territory of arm strength. Volpe has played better shortstop. Defensively, I like that. His offensive numbers this series are bad, and still bad on the year. So that's not great. But hopefully, Baker Mayfield now playing quarterback for Tampa this year. Volpe's going to report down early. They're going to link up, and they're going to work on a throwing program together.
He can do the same one IKF did,
Yes.
which Meredith asked what it was, and he did tell her, I love this team. This team's so helpful.
I think the real answer is IKF did the throwing program. Volpe did the previous offseason because Volpe did that 2 winters ago.
So
It was like a big story that spring.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
Not
has
big, not big.
he is like Jeter-esque in his defense a little bit. He has the highest success rate of all MLB shortstops. His outs above average is 3, which isn't crazy. So there's players making way more rangy plays than him. Like Dansby Swanson, outs above average is 13. Right. Same with Wander Franco. Wander Franco's success rate is 80%. Dansby's is 78%. So Volpe's making the clean plays way more. It's the double plays where I feel like sometimes he's got a slower mechanism than others. Or gets fumbled on the transfer. I feel like, I don't know, this is just my recollection. Right. There's been like a couple times where that should be a double play, but it wasn't. And I'm like, did they not feed faster? On when he's feeding, not when he's turning.
This is a different level, so you know what? I won't even say it. I'll say this. I think there could be a time in upcoming Talking Yanks that there's a clean double play duo, and we'll be like, whoa. Because I do think we've been missing this. Glaber had 2. Or Glaber had 1, and then there was the chopper back to Mike King that nobody was covering. That I think there could be a Talking Yanks day when
I wonder if Katie Sharp has any stats on that. It doesn't feel like the Yankees have a good double play duo right now. But they have been good in the infield.
Even DJ, I think he wasn't great at turning double plays when he was primarily at second because he's long. So to be 6'4" and transfer and throw, a 5'9" guy is going to be better at that. So I don't know. I'm interested. What's your last and most prestigious award of the year?
Well, it was going to be the I'm Just a Kid award, so now I'm going to have to dance around.
I'm just a baby.
No, I'm just a kid, and life is a nightmare.
What are Volpe's stats?
Not good.
Oh.
Unless you want to just say home run number. Because that's a lot of like the young kids that defend him at all costs on the internet. Like, he's on pace to hit 20 home runs. He's a shortstop. I'm like, all right, I mean, that's not really a stat that like has enough context.
If everything else is bad, that's not great.
Like, that doesn't save the 212 and sub 300 on base percentage.
Right.
I'd take 3 homers and a 278, 340. It is a defensive first position. Anyway, my next award is the...
Make it count.
Pussy award.
Excuse me?
Not the character from Sopranos. Pussy. Big pussy.
How am I spelling this? Like the
How are you spelling
like the
this?
insult?
That's a great question. Best question of the app.
Google it.
Nope. I need to know what to type into Google. That's the whole thing.
We have HR
Okay,
now.
full name. Big Pussy Bon Pensiero.
Jesus Christmas.
Full name. Salvatore Big Pussy Bon
It's late in the
Pensiero.
episode.
He dated my neighbor in Lavalette, and he's on a local like New Jersey commercial all the time now. The actor, not the character.
Stanton?
Yeah. When they kill...
Mark it.
Oops, spoilers. When they kill Big Pussy, they give him the cement shoes. Put him in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Our guy, Stanton, he might drown with those shoes he's got on his feet. One of the more hilarious out-at-home plates you'll see. It looked like...
What was that?
This is what that looked like when they sent him and he got out. It looked like...
They're sending him the whole way.
You were in spring training, and you have a runner on second base as an assistant coach that's not that athletic.
Right.
And, hey, we're practicing outfield assists. Can you just leg this out to home? Center field so they can go through the motions. Get out on purpose so, like, they got to tag you. And then it was like an assistant just like, okay, bum, 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 bum. No, Jake.
What?
Boone clarified it.
Yeah.
He got his angle wrong,
Yeah.
so then he kind of had to be careful. Boone said he got his angle wrong, so then he had to be careful, and even then he almost got hurt. Almost like trying to like play it up as how dangerous it was. Like what?
And that was what we were saying kind of yesterday. Is he still like stopped short on that run?
It seemed like what happened ended up being the most dangerous thing.
It's a real tough look for third base coach because like you gotta send him, but you don't know you're getting that.
Sending him the whole way.
Do you not know you're getting that? I guess that's where I'm kind of...
The whole way he was running that way.
Slower than he's run.
I guess I'm a little less surprised. Like I don't think he's got much more of a gear than that.
I think we've seen more than that.
We've seen more than that. I think if you're Luis Rojas, you have to see that he's giving you that.
Yeah.
Knowing what his top speed is anyway.
That looked like he was counting his steps.
I think he does.
It was really slow. So
the fact that Rojas was just kind of blind sending him the whole way.
I mean, it's 2 outs, a ball in the gap, runner on second.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Chris Rose
running in on it.
Asked my opinion on it, and I do think there was a little bit of a perfect storm. Dubon was in center field. He's been playing a lot of second base this year.
You like that movie?
I don't think he's which movie?
Perfect Storm.
Yes. Dude, I saw another John C. Reilly movie that I was like, wow, I didn't know he's playing that character, but I'm very interested.
Gangs of New York.
No.
The Lakers show comes back tonight.
Dubon, I don't know the full scouting report on his arm, but like you're saying, I think it was a nice, perfect storm of ball kind of in right center, like center fielder that's, also plays second base. Like maybe he doesn't have the arm for it, and the ball gets there, and Stanton comically out. So yeah, that's on the low light reel this year, eh?
Hey, here's some movies I think you might have been watching recently that he's in. Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy.
No.
I don't know. That's all I got.
Okay.
Year of the Dog.
Bader doesn't really get mentioned. What do you need to say about him?
Bad quote.
Yeah, all right. He floated one in there at the end in this game. I mean, I don't know. Never Been Kissed. The River Wild. They just made a remake of The River Wild. I'm not sure about that.
Never Been Kissed is a movie you think Jake might have seen, not your thoughts on Bader, right?
Well, Jake kind of watches TV movies.
Yeah. That's a separate thought from Bader.
My thoughts on Bader are kind of just like, all right, yeah. I mean, he had a good series.
Good series, some hits against righties. People are getting out in the streets about his left-right splits.
Bader might not be around next year, so I'm not putting him in my mental chamber of thoughts anymore.
Don't let his
like
thing.
So
don't
much
let
of my
anything
brain
with him
is
weigh
like,
on.
DJ's still around. Is he improving? Volpe's around for long haul. Is he improving? That's where my headspace is. So Bader is like, I don't know. At some point, I'd rather stop playing him and see someone else.
Right, like
let Oswaldo get his center field.
Season ends. Yeah.
Yeah. Call up another kid that's you can just see what you got. Like at some point we have to get to see what you got planned for next year. That's what the 2017 team said. They said in 2016 we kind of got to see what we had. Like I don't know. Love Bader. I want him back next year.
On field like him, every time I think about the contract, it gets to a weird spot.
On a nice contract, maybe?
It might be a perfect storm, overpay him for a year on the QL.
Michael K., it's one of his favorite things on the broadcast. He's like, it's
properly pay.
It's an old front office ism that's like, if you want to pay a fair price for a free agent, you'll finish second every time. I think the Yankees want to pay a fair price for Bader, and there's going to be a front office that sees his defensive numbers and
sees he's the only center fielder on the market.
And they'll say...
What was the report the Yankees have been trying to get Margot?
That was on deadline day.
Yeah. Well, they've needed an outfielder for 2 years.
They get Margot, then the Rays are going to go get Bader, and Bader's going to outperform them.
Imagine how scared the Yankees front office would be to give any pieces to the Rays.
Yeah.
Horrified.
A guy like Margot that's been there a little bit, gotta give away the secrets.
You know what's a little dumb?
Okay.
All the front offices have their own metrics.
Right.
Because imagine if I created my own version of math. Sometimes I do.
Right.
And then you get to tell me, I don't think that's right. And I can say, well, no, according to my math, that should have
That
been
is
right.
right.
That's what it is.
Yes.
That's their Yankees analytics department.
Bingo.
Say 2 times 7 should amount to 15. And then you guys say, that doesn't project that way. And I say, no, according to my internal projections, that's what we're aiming for. That's what we're forecasting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Why
did
don't you
hit
use the ones that like a lot of people use?
IKF hot.
Blue Jays asked for him.
It's everything I got.
I did just hit the passing button. Johnny Brito optioned. So I guess not slotting into Rodon's spot if Rodon does go on the IL. Well, he can come right back.
Yeah, if he goes on the IL.
I guess he can come right back.
So what's the option for?
Ain't that the question? You only get like 5 options. I don't know if coming
Vasquez.
back for an IL guy negates it.
Davey.
I wonder. I
All
know
the
the 5
hits.
option rule. Brito's got to be up against it.
Call up Florial. Call up Peraza.
Pereira. Who do they play next?
White Sox.
Would have
Wow.
been a whole different up, man. We'd be saying they took 3 out of 4 from Houston. Go sweep the White Sox. Make me believe in anything.
At White Sox, at Miami, at
Pause.
Atlanta.
Pause.
Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams.
Go Yankees.
Oh, Loizaga's coming back tomorrow.
I saw people saying that.